Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, Elon just did something I think no one expected, and this move has big implications for Bitcoin and also Tesla itself. You may have noticed that Bitcoin was up and coming and doing pretty good. It was back above 54,000, inching higher, and the market seemed like it was recovering until a big red candlestick like this. And right now Bitcoin is below $53,000, 52,800. Looks like Bitcoin wants to recover, but there's a lot of sell pressure. What happened? Well, this happened, and it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder if Elon's Twitter account got hacked, because just yesterday Elon talked about, do you want Tesla to accept Doge? He put out a poll. This got a lot of people excited, got Dogecoin. It pumped up Dogecoin a little bit. And then right now, 22 minutes ago, right before the big dip, Bitcoin dip, he tweeted this. It wasn't even a written message. It's a typed out image, and he tweeted it saying, Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about the rapidly increased use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emission of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, as we intend to use it for transaction as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We're also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy transaction. So it looks like Elon bought into the FUD that has been spread by media proclaiming that Bitcoin and most of Bitcoin mining is utilizing fossil fuels like coal and really damaging the world. This is all FUD, and it seems like Elon bought into it, unless this is his account was hacked. I'm going through so many emotions right now. I don't know even how to express myself, but after conducting an interview with Hut8, I know that Bitcoin miners, for the most part, are using renewable resources like hydropower or solar or air. Very, very little of them actually use like coal. So for the most part, Bitcoin is using renewable energy already. And there's a lot of FUD about how Bitcoin mining, the total output is more than some countries. Well, how come no one says that about gold mining, or the amount of electricity that powers Wall Street, or all the banks out there around the world? No one talks about that, but it's only talked about with Bitcoin mining. So there's this new narrative now, because there's really nothing else you could say about Bitcoin as a hard asset, as a store of value, as a new digital currency. So now the narrative is, Bitcoin's dirty and utilizing all this energy and this and that. But no one else pays attention to how much energy goes into gold mining and refinery and making jewelry. And what about all the banks out there, how much electricity they use, and the whole financial system. So to me, Elon, I think he's misguided in this. But on top of that, this is just a really bad move by Tesla. By Elon. First of all, he's not supposed to say stuff like this on Twitter. The SEC is looking at this. This is considered. This is stuff that he's not supposed to say, because he's gotten in trouble before for releasing information like this. So that in itself is an issue. Obviously, this is a conflict of interest. Or not conflict of interest, but it does affect Tesla, not just Bitcoin, because obviously they do hold a substantial amount of Bitcoin. They were accepting Bitcoin. So this does have repercussions with Tesla and how they do financials and stuff like that. But also, this really puts a black eye on Bitcoin, because now other companies, even though ones that were curious, or ones that just don't know them better, or ones that just want to drive FUD, they're going to look at this and say, hey, Tesla said, Bitcoin mining is dirty, so that means we should not get involved, right? Or you should not be involved. So the finger pointing starts, right? So, I'm going through so many emotions right now. This is just, I just don't get it. And again, it questions Elon's judgment. he did a tremendous thing months ago by buying Bitcoin and then accepting Bitcoin. All of a sudden, he's turning around, even though he's trying to cover by saying, oh, we're not selling any Bitcoin. But still, this is basically doing a 180. This is not a good look. Not a good look for Bitcoin, not a good look for Tesla. And yet just not a good look overall. So I'm really wondering, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this comes out that his Twitter account got hacked. And then, hopefully this blows over. I mean, Bitcoin, of course, will survive. Bitcoin, even though, yes, there's some selling pressure, it will survive. No doubt about it. Bitcoin will survive with or without Elon's support. That's 100%. But still, this is just really, really weird. And this is like a posted picture and not like a written tweet, right? Or multiple written tweets. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. And, he's saying that we're looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% Bitcoin's energy in transactions, but that's not that. Tesla bought Bitcoin as a reserve currency, also as a currency, right? And if you buy anything else out there, they're not reserved. They're not store values. You wouldn't want to hold on to them. So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's not like he's going to say, okay, we're going to put all of our reserves or that 1.5 billion into Dogecoin now. Well, it just doesn't make any sense, right? Because all of them, everything else, with the exception, you can make an argument of like Litecoin, everything else is not a store value. You wouldn't want to hold it as your reserve currency. You may want to use it for transactions, like if you open up, say, Dogecoin to buy Teslas, that's fine, but you wouldn't want to hold it as you would Bitcoin, right? So I don't know what's going on. I really, 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 really hope, fingers crossed, that Elon's account was hacked. Someone put this up to drive FUD, right? But this is definitely causing a big effect on Bitcoin right now. I just got done talking with others about stocks and how it's being decimated and how Bitcoin and crypto is holding strong. And it was until this came out. Now, outside of Bitcoin, if you look at everything else, if you look at the entire market cap, you could see that CMC dropped about, less than 5%. And Bitcoin itself is about 8%. So you could see that there are a lot of altcoins that are holding strong. For example, Ethereum is still holding well above $4,000, right? And many others are holding, even though they're down, but they're still holding very well. For example, Polkadot is not down nearly as much as Bitcoin. Cardano. Polkadot is still in the green. So there's several that are holding very strong, but still, this is putting a lot of sell pressure because people are panicking. They don't know how to react to this. And from now on till tomorrow, unless there's some kind of clarification, there's going to be a lot of FUD everywhere. All the naysayers are going to point to this. People are going to question Elon's judgment. And this is just one gigantic mess. But anyways, I just want to give you guys an update, a quick update. So make sure you tune in tonight. 8:30 Central Standard Time. Make sure you tune in, and we'll have more thoughts, more information about this, hopefully, and we'll just go from there. All right? Thanks for tuning in. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.